Stadium in DeKalb, Illinois. It's the Air Force Falcons and the Northern Illinois Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Falcons ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense will have the ball first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Johnson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
He fires a bullet to the right. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. They'll need a bunch on second down. Running inside, it's Johnson. Got him right there.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The fake and wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
Number 36 in population to kick it away.
Fair catches signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Falcons offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Out to guide this offense is Liam Zarka. They have a lot of confidence that he can get them in the right play and make the right calls.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from a defensive perspective because he's just got so much speed. He can put so much stress on a defense, and it's just one guy. Break one tackle, can take it to the house, Palmer. It's a rare combination of what this guy can do. He can just take off in the blink and kill defenses.
Must be nice, because I have no idea what it feels like, but to be able to run that fast and stress a defense, that's got to feel pretty good, at least if you're on offense, right? Because not only do you have to focus on our running back, and not only do you have to focus on all of our weapons on the perimeter, because this guy can throw and hurt you as well, but you're right. If he makes you miss and he gets in the second level, this dude is gone.
Got enough for the first down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Drives inside. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. They're all over it. He'll pull it down and run. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On the move. Uh-oh, look out. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Rodgers. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers in all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wideout. Off the boot, looking for his man. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bryant. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
From the gun, it's Johnson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Falcons will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. The give on the counter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Back to the ground game on the left. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? Looking for the edge. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Trying to get started. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. Pulls it in, it's Rodgers. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Turns it upfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Reels it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Look out! Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the return, it's Chambers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. On the option. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the move. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Gets the back moving. Looking for a crease. It's Palmer. Stopped right there.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Sells to fade. They're working that left side. Tackle is made at the And let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Falcons will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time.
Gashing the D on the right. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Off play action on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Thompson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the catch. It's Fowler. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from you.
But it does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down, I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It is good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Give to the... Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Splits the uprights. Good. They're now up 9-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. The throw. Doesn't get it there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete. Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll go to the fullback. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is in the air. Making his first move. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of this drive. Left side is Stein. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here comes the heat. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 25 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Nittany Lions, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt. Now to your game inside Husky Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. And here's the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, the Falcons head coach told me at the half, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Holly, thank you. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Pulls it. He'll toss it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for Rowe. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Tight end now in motion. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Hits inside, it's Johnson.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Kick is in the air. Trying to make one miss. And he'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the ground with the counter. Turning it on. Enough to move the chains. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it in his belly. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And he gets rid of it.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half. And this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Handoff again. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. They'll take the penalty and move them back. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Selling the fake. Going for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Searching for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Trying to get the corner. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play. 2nd and long from the 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Johnson. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Out wide right, it's Thompson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Plows his way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Northern Illinois looking to convert on 4th down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll run it. Runs through a tackle. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The handoff. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 15. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Now on the counter. They put the brakes on it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Neither of these teams are ranked in the top 25 at the moment, but it's early in the season, still plenty of time to fight their way in as we take a look at how things stand now. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Play action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Pickett. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it go. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. On play action. It's complete on the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Number 82, set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. On the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Looking for running room. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Long way to go on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Stop right there.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Falcons send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And this is exactly how you close out games, David. Defense gets the stop, they force the punt, and this guy can change the game. If you can make the first guy miss, good things happen. That's exactly what happened there. They're now blowing this game open late.
Blowing it open, making the big play. He secures the catch first, job number 1, right? And then just seeing the vision of where to go, how to follow your blocker, stay away from the other color jersey, make the big play, and add to their lead.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. From deep, it's Chambers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. The run inside. It's Allen. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Falcons will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. Run in the red zone, it's Johnson. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Knocked down immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see.
He's got it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Northern Illinois will line up with a 1st and goal. Tries to get it himself. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries it on the sneak. Into the end zone for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Deep in the end zone, it's Chambers. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. They give it back to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 30. Go.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Under pressure. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick give. It's Johnson. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best runner runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Just drives in between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. Up at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Drops back on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. 2nd and long here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll throw on 3rd down. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Looking deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.